I created a copy of a fishing lure that sells for $60 as a gift for my friend. No special tools or equipment were used in this build, just super glue, lure eyes, dollar store paint, and a clear coat. And the reason this is possible is because the entire thing will be 3D printed. Wait, didn't you say no special tools were required? Yeah, I did say that, but I don't own a 3D printer yet. So let me tell you how I did it. A couple of months ago, I moved to a new country and I left my old 3D printer back in Beirut. And before I got a new one, I received an email from a company called JLC PCB. They provide affordable 3D printing services starting from 30 cents. And in that email, they told me that they are willing to print some parts for me. So I checked their website and they offer lots of services like CNC machining, 3D printing, and different types of 3D printing. So I thought, what if I could print the entire lure, not just the body, but even the hardware? I can model the through wire, a propeller, and whatever metal part you want to include in your lure, and then 3D print it using stainless steel. So after I got this email, I was talking about it with a friend of mine, and he told me about this fishing lure that he really wants but just can't justify the price on it. So I promised him that I'm gonna make one for him, and this is what we're gonna be doing today. The first thing I did was downloading a picture of this lure from a store that sells it, import it to Fusion 360, and started modeling the lure. I tried to get it as close as possible to the original thing, and once I had the final form of the body, I started experimenting with the through wire. What I ended up with is a body that has a slot in the bottom that exactly fits the wire. When I was designing the propeller, I had a small concern, how to insert the propeller into the wire. But then I remembered that we're gonna be 3D printing it, not CNC machine it or laser cut it, so I can literally print the wire and the propeller in one print. No screws, nothing, just one print, and then take it off and it should theoretically spin. When I was happy with the design, I exported all the files and uploaded to their website. It gave me an instant code and the files were reviewed by engineers to make sure that everything is fine. After a couple of hours, I received an email from the support team warning me about the thin part and asking me if I would accept the risk or not. So I accepted the risks and told them to proceed with the order. It took them about 3 days to print all the parts. After that, they shipped it with DHL and it took another couple of days to arrive here. So overall, it took about a week for me to receive the parts. Now, I'm gonna be honest, before I received the package, I had some doubts, especially about the through wire, because I do have some experience with 3D printing, and usually things like these are super hard to print. I'm talking about the propeller being embedded in the through wire. But I was amazed with the result. First of all, the lure body printed in resin had amazing details. I thought about getting a resin printer before, but to be honest, I don't want to deal with all the mess. And the through wire came out really well. Even the propeller spins freely. Now at the beginning it was a bit stuck because there were some particles stuck in between the propeller and the wire, but after spinning it for a while now it spins freely. I also ordered 2 more prints made from ABS. One is an exact copy of the resin print just in case the resin one failed, and the second one is a version of the lure that uses screw eyes. I just wanted to check the quality of the ABS parts they print, and they came out nice. Not the best ABS prints I have seen. They do have a bit of ringing, but the overall quality is great. Now to assemble the lure, all I had to do is apply some super glue on the body and the through wire and just stick them together. And that's it. You can just glue some eyes and call it a day. But I prefer the lure to have some color. So I gave it to my wife and I told her to be creative. Just color it however she wants. And after applying a clear coat on it, it turned out amazing. Just looks like a piece of art. It's finally happening. The printer is coming. I should go to the gym. The printer is set up, now it's time to try it. Look at this thing. This is how we're gonna print lures going forward. It's super awesome. Imagine like no paint at all, nothing. Just print it. I screw in these screw eyes and yep, It's amazing. Anyways, my friend just left. I gave him 2 lures. He told me he's gonna test them. This one I didn't have time to clear coat it, so maybe we'll do that later. So yeah, going forward, we're gonna use the Bamboo Lab printer to print some very colorful lures. I have only 4 colors at the moment, but I have ordered a bunch of them. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.